bit of damage.
Okay, we're one round in.
Nature, though, descends.
Holy.
That's two with the classic, and he's far from done. Cowanzine beaten, back, and bruised up with that.
Dude, the crowd's already going crazy for EA. Hold on, let me quickly tune in. I'm gonna upload the VOD in a sec, but 3 bullets.
And it's up to Ye. 3 in the chamber with the headhunter. Cowanzine on the low ground.
Dude, why is they insta-believing as soon as I saw him on chamber?
Early on in this game. It was Pancata who he had seen.
Okay, for YouTube people who are just tuning into the VOD, just uploading the VOD, I'll talk about the comps in a sec. Sorry, I missed pistol. Why does the stream feel a little bit laggy, chat? Is it the same for everyone else?
And he definitely hasn't skipped a beat as of late, so we'll see if he can continue that now actually into this VCT season.
The last time Ye won an official, he's won 1 in the last 2 years. 1 VCT game. That was against Detonation Focus Me in Pacific.
Alright. EG on defense, Loud on attack. Loud win the pistol. Eco got 2 bits of damage.
Done, though, still, regardless of the round loss from EG, and
the YouTube stream, let's see if it's better.
Particularly great, so certainly an opportunity to stabilize and just a well-timed spray from Nature through that smoke.
Still pretty heavy presence over to the B side of the map for Loud there. They are pinging that site pretty aggressively.
Yeah, lags, I'll check over.
All the control so far for Loud. Inching up mid.
Guiding Light goes off, does get 1 ping.
I don't want to play chamber and then they whip out the chamber on split. Arguably the worst map for chamber.
The setup was beautiful though by Vinny inside mid. They've got control of the ropes room now. Derek's going to have to move away from that fault line though and give up heaven. Here comes an aftershock to force Derek away from that hell position, so that's well read by Loud, and Pancata's able to fire back. Nature gets a taste of his own medicine with a shot through the smoke. It's Icy getting into heaven. Spike loose here over towards Rafters. Loud have to recover this. And
they got loads of time though. Someone can go spawn.
By Pancata, they're hoping to swoop in. They know there'll be a player.
There's no all B main, right?
Fair bit of time to play with, but you just cannot go up the rope here, surely.
30 seconds left.
This is Cowanzine we're talking
waiting
about.
For the damage.
Yeah, he doubles back.
On cooldown.
They're taking so much time to look at EG. They're getting concerned about potential flanks right now.
He goes for it. Okay. Through that nebula, Cowanzine's able to get the spike, but Superman's waiting from there from CT. It's up to Pancata now.
Okay, it is Twitch.
I'll
switch to YouTube.
There, and he is dealt with.
Hey, very nicely done. I'm
Two
switching to
guns
YouTube.
taken into round 4.
It didn't lag on the YouTube stream.
Taken into round 4.
Absolute nightmare trying to get up the rope there. They really just played to the only out that could possibly happen, which was waiting for the cycle utility on the guided salvos to be able to force a player off the position where they could spam the rope. Fair attempt. They played to the only out they really had, but that's not going to be enough. Well played there from EG.
Good crossfire between Superman and Icy there. Same setup here. We're yet to really see that ridiculous amount of util brought together here with the Breach and the Tejo.
Massio, thank you so much for that. Thank you. I appreciate that. Melchin Cookie also appreciate the tier 1. Ivan Jerry as well. Thank you for the resub. And Brian. Dude, 10 gifted. I didn't even realize you did that. Chat, get some Slug Oilers going in. Brian, you did 10 gifted? They see each other? Thank you so much, Brian. That's crazy. Thank you.
Timing not favoring him. Here comes the stealth
I appreciate that. If anyone got gifted, make sure you say thank you to Brian. 1321 underscore. Thank you so much, Brian.
Check the old-fashioned way here. Icy shows a little bit of leg.
It has been quite slow from Loud. Information gain from Derek there. Ye on the swing. He's able to get the one and teleport away. Not quite prime Ye, but he gets the job done.
Yeah, dude, look at what the Raze is doing though. How's it meant to be a clean shot on that?
To heaven. Loud are surely going to test this now. They've heard the footsteps. But
there we go.
His ground. The guy has a throne to reclaim, and that's a good start.
That is exactly what you want to see from the once best player in the world, undisputed in 2022. The whole hype package told the tale. And it's hilarious.
It's not Nova as well. Thank you for the 5 months. And Blueberry Pie with the Prime. Welcome into the Slug Club. Thank you so much for that. Okay, straight up save. EG. 1 armor rebuy. 3K on the boards. Lovely.
This really is do or die for
him. Getting some confidence. One more ult for him, and he gets his ult. Toasty Raw with the Prime. Thank you for the 10 months.
Tumultuous play, but in situations that were tumultuous themselves, in rosters that were very chaotic, not ideal situations for a player to be their best self.
I mean,
and now he has it. He has a world champion coach behind him,
experienced players,
team,
great IGL, everything you could ask for reasonably. It's so funny how EG I think Potter also said it's a place for
The
players.
Teho
really want to
ult.
prove themselves,
Where
right?
are we?
Year after
Where are
year,
we
it's been like
sending
that.
this?
We sort of don't remember much about EG's exit last year. It was pretty quiet. They sort of fell flat.
It feels like
stage
it's
two,
great
but
for afterplan, but it's
looking
also really
revitalized
good for
here.
heading over towards the
It's their
site.
first round on the board here on Split.
This is going to be loud on.
Nowhere to Nico. Got 2 save guns though.
Moment, just those 2 rifles that have been carried
You telling
over,
me
one
you
being
don't get
Guardian,
tempted
but
to use some more when you got 2 save guns?
Yeah, that is fast.
Whoa, into stuns to double damage. Oh, that's nice. Into the satchel as well. We'll ignore the nade because capitalizing off the util was good. Little underscore mins, thank you so much for the tier 1. Thank you, thank you, thank
That
you.
is the power on display of the synced up utility with these
Yes,
agents. It's so good.
the breach
Using the
Teo
guidance
is
salvo to
scary.
force players into certain
No
positions.
doubt about
Using
it.
the utility, here comes the
Ult
Armageddon.
goes.
This is going to clear space here. He's going to sit back towards CT. Nature had to come forward. He's actually able to find 2 for his trouble.
Yeah,
That
didn't
puts
like
EG on
that.
even footing now. A little awkward for Cowanzine. Without the spike at least, so can be the aggressor here from Rafter. Sneaks past Ye's sideline, and he has to make a correction. He still wins it out. Left with 4 health.
Ooh,
Vinny
pops
trying to
his
capitalize,
ult,
push
4
into this.
HP.
Ye will sit back now. Tour de force.
Boombot
He's
spots
active.
one.
Pancada,
And that
though,
Boombot was actually
wasn't needed for
really...
him. It's up to Vinny now. And Icy looks to take the challenge.
What the hell is Icy doing? It's like a 2021 raise. Sending it back to the back of sight. Trying to see how much distance he can get. Holy, that worried me.
That was a cheeky way to try to get out
He
of
was
there,
actually
but
trying to
using
do the world
aftershock
record
to
for most
blur
distance
the
made.
vision of those 2
I'm not
guys
sure about
holding.
that
It was
one.
Pretty cool. Dangerous for a second as Icy just sent it in there to try to clean things up, but regardless, EG stabilized, and it's Ye actually finding that kill, feeling confident, able to push out through spawn, knowing he can just teleport away if necessary. Didn't
Yeah, he
even have
missed.
to.
Yeah, but it's on purpose so that
There's
his
nowhere to
teammate
go.
could get closer to ult, because he already had
Like
his.
you called it, right? The fault line covers 1/2 of that room.
I think you guys aren't thinking on the level that he's thinking. That's
A
the
little bit more
issue at
excited
the
than the
moment.
last, than the last hot mic reaction. Now we're getting hyped up, EG.
All right, Viper's pick going to be set up. Digizine goes in for it, finds Icy, but
He's a
not
true
Nature.
genius.
Stays in play for now.
Oh god, this could be
Nature will be
savage,
waiting on
man.
the other side with a
Guys,
sword,
you're
but he's gonna
tanking
get by
so
that
much.
stealth drone and still
Please
has a
get out of the
spray.
ult.
Cowanzine down through the pits. At some point, yeah, he'd have to jump back in. So that pit now dissipates as Nature was forced out.
That molly would have been so nice
Awkward for
earlier.
Digizine, of course, there's a snakebite plumes at his feet, but Loud have a moment here to reassess
I feel like this
the
though. I
situation.
enjoy these defaults where people go aggro, right? There's a couple on this map. The aggro trips. This one here is really good. This one here is really good as well. Right, where it's so hard for them to take back map control.
All evened up though, and it's allowed slowly.
There's a couple of
creeping through B main, going to
nice
try to
ones.
apply some pressure here, perhaps really draw the attention so that Digizine can find a timing through mail.
Eric back as sight. Nothing to flush him out. Rip.
Digizine, what a challenge! Didn't even need the fault line to assist him there, and Derek.
He's in.
Not a lot he
Just
can do against
strolled
2 or
up
3 players
heaven.
peeking him there over towards B. It's all on Ye, who's already invested in the operator this round, and he'd hope to sit on that.
Yeah, you gotta
The
just be
electric
saving
stuff
this
from
one.
Digizine
It's something that Loud really
was
needed,
not
right? Looking
important.
over
We've
towards
seen
here,
Americans
seeing the money
last year
so low,
after having
3k
a
on top.
solid year
Everyone needs to
one back in
rebuy armor,
2023
like
when he was
money's
playing
important
with
at the
a
moment.
Furia
No
team that
one is going to
had
be
their
hunting
ups and
this.
downs, but he ended up finishing in the middle of the table as far as duelist statistics
The Jane
go.
POV,
They
yeah.
had an unsuccessful
Very much
campaign
so.
last year, 2024, in the Brazilian regional challengers.
EG's
winning
comp
split one,
attack or
lost
defense
split two,
sided.
never made it to Ascension. So for the wider scene, he's really just been.
It won't be
off
too
to
bad
the
on
side.
attack.
He's now
The issue
getting his
is,
chance to get
oh no,
back
they got a
into
nice attack.
Tier 1.
To be honest,
And he definitely
they're
had
gonna
some
set the
very
chamber
good
up
maps
into
in the
areas a lot of the
past.
time. There's some
We'll see
cool
if he can
TPs you can
better
do,
now, if he can
where
match
like you
that
can
level of play.
have a
There's
lot of
certainly
pressure
some
over
question
towards
marks,
A.
though.
I mean, Loud have always had, recently, question marks over their duelist position. Who was it supposed to be?
Yeah,
It was a revolving door last year.
They was just
Keeping
never had
that.
a
Oh,
duelist.
that's a good point.
After
Let me turn that off.
QCK
Thank
had
you for the heads up.
departed, it was so chaotic. And
Yeah,
that
I
is
need to double
one
check
thing
what
you
ads I'm
definitely
allowed
have
to
say about this
play
Loud roster compared to the last.
on stream with
The
Americas.
roles do make sense. Things with all 5 of the players, they are in the roles they need to be in. That was never the case last year, despite the quality of players being higher.
And we just found out this team signed Luxo as well as their 6th player off of that Glorious roster, someone who really impressed us. in
Timeout. They're
Ascension. So
saving
Loud, in
off.
theory,
We've
have
got
the
one person that
pieces,
has to
but
take a
they're
hit.
investing
Maybe a
in,
Judge or a
some
Bucky
players
on this map.
against years of
Doable.
Youngblood.
Got a timeout called here from Evil Geniuses. And I will say as well, on the Loud front, I'm glad to see him coming.
Also getting involved.
Cool composition.
What is in? Oh, I'm not sure about this EG jersey chat. Oh boy. Oh no. Oh no. Oh Jesus. Oh no.
Who were playing a lot of Vice, trying some new things out.
We talked with Potter about it when we were at Game Changers, asking a little bit about that strategy. Said, yeah,
holy hell.
A lot of teams were looking to start making use of that. The Potter timeout.
Damn, we look like tech support.
Maybe one of the most impactful coaches when it comes to rallying the players together in moments like this and putting them on a run in the rounds to follow.
Oh boy.
Absolutely.
Derek's having an issue in Heaven, I think, with all this util though, Wyatt. That might be what they're discussing.
Definitely. I mean, the one player you really want to deal with.
That's cracked me up. Oh boy, it just got worse and worse the more I looked at it. That was a wild ride. I'm not sure I want to see it again, but at the same time I do. We're really close to a lot of ults. Really close to a lot of ults.
Yeah, actually switching to mid this round.
Yeah, he does.
Okay, timing of the cage. Problem with though when you do the cage is it can be spammed a lot. Boombot goes in, spots 2, you hear the shots.
From Loud. They've not really tested the A side of the map at all yet, Wyatt. Now that util starts to come to bear over towards the ramp side. Currency not opting to step up any further. Here comes the salvo, looking probably to pressure towards screens, but Superman's a little bit faster. Great shot, and Icy emerges there from Heaven. Wants to pressure it. Who is this Icy? This raw aggression, and Icy picks Vinny up over towards ramp. It's up to Pancada.
I hated that sight here from Loud.
System duelist, my rear end. That was a moment of aggression from Icy.
And if there's one thing you could certainly say about an influence that
Icy has been sending it. No doubt about that.
To just go crazy. She has always done that with her Sentinel mains, especially.
Chat needs to get some water. Nothing's gonna happen. Be back in a little bit.
Everything all the time. She wants to enable her players to feel confident and free-flowing in their gameplay. And Icy right there, really putting that on display. Fantastic showstopper. I mean, you said Loud haven't hit the A site yet, and well, maybe they shouldn't anymore. That was a good defense. They haven't had to run into the anchor Superman yet.
EG are playing ahead of that utility, right? Before the guided salvo comes in, Superman's already swung screens, taking a shot. There's presence over on rafters there from Icy. Like to see that pace change. And we're talking to Potter last year. We talked about like how you work with Jorgamo. She's like, oh, I just put my full trust in him. I say it's on Jaw. And I expect him to go and get the job done. Icy, someone who admits he felt maybe a little bit confined in his role on G2 last year. He's looking for just this kind of opportunity here to play a bit looser, more self-expression.
Chat, stop being idiots.
Definitely feels like he has something to prove there, something that Potter has discussed publicly in interviews as well.
Yeah, that salvo's coming in hot.
That is a fast shot, and the teleport away. Those are the kind of abilities you need to proactively deal with these Tejo site execs. Getting that shot, getting the teleport away.
wait, who planned that? That's crazy.
And that trademark set up over towards mailroom here to slow that fast hit from
That was
Loud.
good though.
Aggression from Digizin's going to force Ye off the line. He's a little bit bruised up by those Sheriff shots.
Again, it's the problem with the cage. As soon as it pops up, a lot of time getting spammed. Okay, don't do anything crazy on the re-peaks though. Still got hero guns. This next round should be okay for Loud. They're gonna have a good amount of ults.
Switching up his positions.
Carter was able to avoid a rifle here. That one is being sat passively over
Chat,
the
look at it.
Okay,
I
good
can't.
confirmation of a play there. That's good for nature. Still, Derek has to deal with all this util, and Digizine pops in. Headshot with the Sheriff instantly, leaving nature quasi alone. Everybody from EG trying to reinforce now. 2 players back in CT. Digizine might be the wedge driven between them. That's Superman falling. Pancada looking for this timing to push up, and nature's gonna miss him. Okay, swing around, finds Pancada. 2 players for Loud,
to play anymore on that
Heaven's
Icy
side
play.
and on rafters. They are inching
my God.
towards this side. Nature gets spotted there.
Oh my God, what the hell was that?
But sharp as it comes, Wyatt.
Sharp.
Nature's
That's
positioning
really
on this B
fast.
site during those higher pressure moments has really been sublime. The way he's working around pillar there, the jump spot gets the info, is just so ready for Digizine to be in the rafter corner. Oh my God, man. I mean, This was a player who last year, it was his rookie year, in quotes, as far as VCT goes, but had been hanging around Tier 2 for a while, and that's just the kind of player that Potter is going to transform into a monster. What a shot.
Okay, but this is the round that Loud actually should be okay. Loud should be okay. They've got some really good ults on this.
Headlining things here for Evil Geniuses. We've got a Rolling Thunder available now for Vinny. And Loud have already stepped up here in towards Big Garage. Stealth drone comes out. Yeah, he looks like unaffected by it, but misses the shot. Has to pull back with that rendezvous. Still solid B presence.
Seekers reveals the guy over towards middle. Their ult goes in, speeds up EA to get out of there. Skydog spots one, maybe max. Very, very hard retake. Does Astra ult come in?
Might be a little bit tough for EG to get back in here, especially with this late Cosmic Divide being dropped. Yeah, playing close with the shorty, but I don't think anyone is actually
I don't even know what you do here, to be honest, for this retake. Guys in heaven have to do something. They still got an Omen flash.
Look how deep Loud are towards Ramen side here. 2 users watching their flank like a hawk. They're going to go for it though. It's going to be a satchel here in from Icy.
Oh my goodness.
Nature catches out. Vinny Cowan's in, waiting for them.
It's a shame. I really like the idea of the satchel through into the safety spot, but if he looked down, it might be a different round.
Going to excel in the retake situations against the utility that Loud have. It's about getting those picks earlier and being more proactive.
He's doing great, yeah.
That's where the round wins are coming from.
On the A side.
Yeah, I mean, they are still playing to that, and they don't really have a choice. Like, yay, he had an opportunity to get the kill, but he doesn't, and then he's just re-jolted away. But then on the retake, when you're dealing with the Astra Tejo breach I mean, GG, man. Look, it's so tough to get through the choke points.
One of the worst rounds we have to deal with, a Rolling Thunder into a Cosmic Divide. That's quite a lot to go up against as a team who didn't really have much of a foothold on B anyway, because Ye had to rendezvous off the side after missing that
Loud timeout after winning the round as well. So maybe a plan with the Razor, or one away from Orb, or Razor to get over towards the site, let the Teo plant, and then you have ult.
With the ultimates they're going to have coming into this next round. Oh no, Digizine has a showstopper, and Cowanzine is just one orb away from getting his second Armageddon of this half. So
yeah, there's some good games today. There's some good games today. Thank you so much, Jules. I appreciate that.
First Armageddon really extract too much value on the execute they used it with. Curious to see how they're going to.
You're at both of the games today? Oh, that's awesome as well, Jules.
Next round.
We did get unreasonably excited.
We had fun.
I do have unreasonable excitement. And then it kind of pushed the player away a little bit, but also not really.
What are my thoughts on some of the Deadlock Vice comps I've been seeing on Bind? Really, really strong. Really hard to play against.
Kind of blue lock jersey vibes from that EG kid.
I see a lot of people.
I like it. I'm not gonna lie.
I thought you said I've seen people hating on Blue Lock. I'm like, who are you talking to, bro? Cut them out of your life.
All right, what is the plan here though for Loud?
So I thought it would be something simple with these two.
We've seen this from them a couple times already, where the Cypher is just going to control towards A2. He's just throwing a trip, maintaining.
And the TP can go off angle
with some passive information.
I like this from Loud though. They just hold just in case, because they called a timeout that EG might go aggro.
They are really concerned about a fast hit or losing that part of the map to Loud, inching up their control.
Derek did send a Trailblazer down there, and it did get the audio cue because of Cowanzine's position in sewer. So that's going to keep EG concerned about this area of the map. But it's Loud on the rotate, going back through the spawn now.
Cowanzine, self thrown out.
Oh, that's a lovely little bait in though. That was really, really cool. TP away, thought it was clear. We just have a little peek out from Icy as we're W keying in. Instant reaction to hit over towards site. Omen Flash tanks the raise. Wait, what? It wasn't the raise. 6 HP. I was so confused about that.
Waiting for Pancada here to bring up the rear. 40 seconds to work with control of ramp. This one is still on the table.
The pivot through vents to B is the one. But they have no idea where the Viper is. And honestly, with the kill that happened over towards middle, you would probably think that someone is vents or middle, locking you in.
A sick first shot to even this up, or they'll get traded out.
Nice shot. Taken, contained are Loud inside heaven. And it's up to Vinny here. No chance of escaping with his
can't really be Loud and not pivoting through here because of the pressure at middle, because of the kill. Picks up the
Icy's
op
been
as well.
beautifully
Money's getting a
reactive on this
little bit
A-side.
lower for Loud. We at least
Looks
have one
like,
person
honestly, he's
that's
having fun.
wrecked.
I'm watching a Raze player having a good time when you're just satcheling around, throwing your utility, and everything is just, it looks like it's flowing like water. It's pretty beautiful, and I'm excited to
But I
see
think of
that we have
Apex
an Icy in
mates,
this mode already.
dude,
It's
I
just
mean,
map
Odor's
one,
played
half
incredible.
one. But I think there's a
Floor,
lot of
frag
expectations
pretty
on
heavy
him
first
to
map. And Gentamates, I'm just impressed with overall.
He couldn't be
In yellow
in
crate.
the past, and we're getting that at least at the moment.
A shower natty with the tier 1. Thank you for the 10 months. I think Click looked really good. That's a big
Yeah,
takeaway.
you're looking to play off that flash, but it'll be a Nebula thrown in his face instead. Cloud gets a stealth drone up mid, but it doesn't see a whole lot of action. Okay, now the smoke is going to be behind Digizine, who's got himself into ropes here. Cowanzine also is snuck up, so a lot of that mid control taken. But when EG look to re-clear this, it's going to get a bit messy. Like now? Oh, they're not looking! Yay! Is able to find Cowanzine. Digizine, of course, now looks to double back here, but this
Nature,
is all
you do not
Cloud.
need to do this.
Slow down. Now that
Thank
uncertainty
you.
starts to creep in. Damage
Pain shell there forces Digizine
They
back.
got a regen
And look at
shield
the
though.
rotation from EG. They're already working towards A. They've left just
Oh my goodness, what was that
so they can
double-
focus elsewhere.
double
This is a
drop.
great pivot in the mid round. They're so ready for this execute.
Hopefully they were very confident that no one was in
Again,
vents
it's
here.
Derek passively sitting in the back of heaven here.
Yeah,
Fireline's still gonna
Skyflash
shake
can
him
maybe
off that
help
spot.
over
Superman
towards site.
concerned about having to drop down, but he waits for Digizine to show himself, and Icy was there with the follow-up.
The little extra
other
shot
side is that,
to
yeah, Viper's
cover
wall.
the sound of dropping
Tuyas
down
is
as well.
Chilling. Spike to hand for Pancata
pick
in
this
heaven,
map?
but again, fighting out of
Loud?
this will be difficult. Once again, Loud are contained on this A side, and they have less than 20 seconds left to make a play.
And I think the only play they're going to make is standing still and trying to save
10 seconds left.
EG. They can go for this. God, Nature is so crisp right now. He's so swift with the shots. Tuyas,
Very, very nice.
you're going down, buddy. There's nothing you can do there. Hitting this A site, now we're getting to see Superman starting to play some Valorant. He really did not have to do much early on because they were really only putting emphasis towards B.
Yep.
That
What's on the
being
Viper
Loud.
not
And
put in
now
the
that they're
ult
hitting his
middle?
site, he's getting involved.
It's okay, it's very
He's
strong over
just
towards
as good
B.
as he
It's a
was
one-way
last
and then
year.
it's
A
hard to
real
commit.
breakout
Generally
player.
And then you have the
Standout player
chamber
with
that can just
24 minutes.
dominate over
Absolutely.
towards middle. And then if you give up
We've noticed
vents
in the map
anyway, you
over
can
this
have a
series as
trip
well.
or you can have
Something
a
I'm
trip in
definitely
heaven or vents.
forward to
Like,
seeing
it's
from
so
Superman.
fine. As long as you have
Last
something
year on
like
that
the
map, he was
chamber to
everywhere.
cover it up, I think it's good.
Dominant force. Grim picture being painted here for Loud in the last round of the halfway. The money is not good.
And then you
Digizine
can
wants to
always
test
switch
this
it
now.
up if
Paint
you
shell
needed
over towards
to.
that
Chamber
heaven
over
side,
towards
already the
B.
stealth drone has gotten through A main.
And put the smoke middle.
Showstopper to re-clear.
Okay, Skydog sees the
spot of
raise over
Digizine.
towards
Here's
heaven.
that Armageddon being
I
considered.
see... Dude, I was
Tuyas is
worried
already
Icy was
forward.
going to
The timing there for
absolutely
Derek's
send it
been
there.
great. This time looking a little bit more proactive and inside heaven.
EG are content with just having these three players fighting together. The rest of the map is
Nice
being
shots.
covered. Derek is just hitting every headshot necessary
Oh,
to
wow.
lock down ramp. This is beginning to look effortless for Evil
Yes.
Geniuses.
And it's beginning to get out of hand a little bit. An 8-round defense half for EG would be excellent. Nature's been patient and, like you said, sharp as attack this map. Pancata's going to show his gun barrel first, and the rest of his body follows. And all ends up hitting the ground soon enough.
Turn the
Okay,
stream
throw it
volume
out,
up
the
slightly,
Armageddon.
sure.
This will be definitely avoided by Nature, who's trying to avoid
be a
the
little loud
salvos
now,
here. Again, you have a window, right? You just tank the
Yeah.
damage.
Yeah, EG, they are always taking that window timing to fight forward.
Nature,
It is
he had a
really
very
cool
good
to
half,
see. They
14 to
played around
6.
the utility excellently, and I'm so impressed with how much Nature has done to control the
I
map
felt like
as an
Loud gave away their
individual.
first
They
kill
only needed
a
him
lot.
alone on B to lock things out.
A
Entire
lot,
half.
a lot.
What a performance from this guy. I mean,
I don't know how many
14
first kills
6
were there
deaths.
in,
I don't
from
remember
EG,
most of
but
them.
at
They
least
were
at the
kind of
end it felt like they were
happening
racking up
here
pretty
and
heavy
there.
on their
I
side.
don't remember a Nature kill, but a lot of them occurred, and my God, he was a star for EG in that half.
Looking excellent here, EG off to a great start with 8 rounds on the defense side of Split. Much more to come, of course, from this map and series after the break.
Chat, let me mute the stream so the VOD doesn't get wrecked.
Stuck paying for that old phone? Don't be.
Yeah, I think we're fine until they play music.
And you'll get iPhone 16 on us. That's a value of up to $1,600, only on Verizon.
There we go. Emon 8011. Thank you so much for the Prime. Welcome into Slug Club. Thank you, thank you. 1 minute half times from Americas. Yeah, I mean, this is the first year that EMEA have had the half times as well. Dude, if EG are running Chamber on a split, they're at least running it on Pearl. And then would you at least not be running it on a Fracture? And then you're at least running it on the Lotus. Whoa, do I get Chamber? Do I get a Yay Chamber 4 maps? Dude, if I knew this was happening, I would have put EG going top 4. Like, legit. I would have put EG way up there. I would have boosted him all the way up there, man. Neon Freak, thank you so much. Thank you with the Prime. Appreciate you doing that. Loves a chamber, love a chamber. Big fan of chamber.
The first couple rounds snapped up by the Brazilian squad. The wheels started to fall off the bus.
EG had a really high level
Cryo on chamber?
of
probably top 4 as well, to be honest. Anyone who uses a chamber, man, and they got someone decent, put them in the top 4.
Some of those early engagements and then able to teleport away while the explosives were going to go off. But we'll see what Loud have cooked up with this on defense if they can turn this thing around.
EG have the Viper in their composition here, so this...
Dude, why is this guy still playing the sound? You gonna get my VOD copyrighted. I muted on purpose. He played it for an extra 10 seconds to get the VOD copyrighted. That's outrageous.
Control of ramp. He's going to do it as well with his weapon. Looking to challenge A, whose Headhunter doesn't quite find
Getting copyright strike.
That's another one for 2 years, and these ghosts are singing for Loud.
The Gonzalez as well, just to get 2Es to safety. Negate some of that pressure. Oh my god.
Okay.
Up and down the rope. It's
Oh, he gets the reload off in time. Oh no.
So Superman, 13 HP. Who's going to be the unlucky number 4?
Oh, it's so good.
Turns out EG don't quite have the gas in the tank.
You gotta go for the run and gun in that situation. It's the
Yeah, he's gonna dodge this shot. Double pistol for Loud in this one. We definitely got to factor that in. On defense though, they can really stabilize. Let's who do we want to try get the wall? It doesn't really matter too much. Everyone's pretty even.
That could have gone in.
Oh yeah. Give Superman a little bit more luck on that.
That was wild.
Who's the dude in the background? Wait, chat. Who's the assistant coach for EG?
Yeah, and here we go. Look at how deep is
able to okay. It was Foe last year as well, right?
It is a miracle he survived. Derek also having lost the previous round. There's no heal. This is going to be a rough little eco here for EG.
And it's the plays like those that are going to instill some long-term fear in EG. If you try to get space a little too early in the round, there's going to be a whole lot of utility dropped on your head. They're going to have to be weary as the rest of this half plays out.
There are definitely timings that EG can play around in order to re-clear those extremities. This round, though, they instead just want to ping-pong to the other side of the map and test B. Pancada tagged up a little bit there. As regen shield starting to kick in now.
Yeah, the base on that
slow it down a little
Bulldog is insane.
A lot of stall util over towards the entry to the B side. The Astra Star is being layered by Pancada. And now EG attempt to test mid, but there's a trap.
Good thing for EG is they do go over towards middle and they see the trip here. So if they wanted to in the future, they could literally just put a satchel to break this and it'll probably help them a lot out. So even though they're not going to win this eco, the information on the trip at middle is pretty nice. And the Cypher got a lot of kills, and Cypher all is, and
and again, you can see what the strategy is going to be for this Loud defense side, right? It's get into an extremity early in the round.
Good news for Loud is,
it doesn't matter. You really start to narrow down
they got a lot. The good news for Loud is that no one's buying light armor. Did no one hear the Outlaw? Wait, Outlaw didn't fire.
Look at how many players on EG have light armor.
They could get bonus to that.
It's going to be 3 out of 5. That could be deadly.
Yampy, hello mate. How we doing, Yampy?
He had it last round as well.
Yampy, you play again soon, right?
It was all about Vinny and 2 years.
again, over on that A side of the map, Loud have pressed up so close. The stealth drone going even deeper than Loud attempted to press on the prior round. So they have all this info. Look, Counting is already pressuring.
You watched the VOD back yesterday, all the time flaming
They know
you.
exactly where they need to
I
rotate.
know that's
This is
bait.
dangerous for
I'm not
EG.
even gonna
Go
answer
for mid
that.
this time. Tripwire removed.
If anything, I was complimenting you too
With
much.
the exception of Nature, who was just spotted out by that cam dart. Now, from here, where do you go? Nature just pulls a rabbit out of the hat there. Pencada taken down with some of those wall bang shots. And a snake bite to dissuade, to follow up here from Vinny. He's going to clear that corner. Nature has to go for the swing, but it's going to be 2 years with 2. Vinny holds his ground as well, and up to Ye. This is EG's gun round. About to go up in smoke.
Yeah, this is
Unless
the
Ye has
bonus I was
something to
talking
say.
about. Honestly, I didn't think it was going to go down like this. I thought it was more just going to be the outlaw farming them, but
Low on HP and just with the outlaw would
Um,
only require 1 shot. I don't think he's going to be hitting a flick on that position. This is so doable for EA. The return to North America would be nice to get a little clutch on his first map.
oh boy, he's in their
A
heads.
number of circles of hell that still need to be conquered for Ye on his journey back to the throne. I like the double back here over to the B side. This is essentially uncontested. On the util side though, no trademark or anything like that to work with. It is going to be run and gun action. You see the double up from Loud over towards the heaven side and a fault line to herald their arrival. Ye has to set his feet. Cowancy was a healthy one. He gets taken down by a headshot. And now Vinny, 16 points of health. Has to navigate this
Damn,
one.
bro, he's actually back. I'm telling you. Put him in the top 4. Let's see
That is
it. Chamber every map.
exactly what you want to see.
So back.
From EA, once best in the world, trying to get back to the top. It's been an arduous journey, a tough 2 years, but already with this EG squad, we're seeing a different Ye. We're seeing a Ye that has more trust in his teammates. We're seeing a Ye that's even smiling.
Mingnuga, thank you so much for the tier 1. Thank you,
the
thank you.
happiness buff on EG. Icy and Ye, they're happy.
Thank you for the 18
Doesn't
months.
answer any of the questions though.
EA
that
is
Loud
back,
are
that's what I'm
asking of EG,
saying, dude.
Because that was a scrappy round for EG to win, and they're still struggling with that early extremity pressure from the defenders.
I mean, Loud are playing so aggro on defense. Look at this. Now they have 3 players all the way down mid, posted up on the angles from Sewer, and Ramen and Derek is just not ready for that.
EG's In's been
And
playing
it's
very
time
nice.
to retreat. We have our pick, and now we can play for retake with a comp that is sick on retake.
It's
5 for 1.
suffocating.
I mean, have fun anchoring a site with the breach Tejo Astro still coming your way.
Obscuring vision.
Pencada there just covering his own retreat.
Yeah, he's in
We
trouble.
now have to arduously re-clear mid, and just the exploration there towards Ram.
You're honestly
during the
not
pickoff
expecting
on
them to
Ye,
get
who
that
was
proactive
playing the loose
5v4.
end. Also had a rendezvous to get out
Like
of that
when they have the
situation
5.
if he had time.
And the economy is still more than in the danger zone for Evil Geniuses. They lost 4 players on that prior round. Loud can still swing things right back in their favor.
Yeah, it's a
Keep the
really important
score
round. You got to
close
start
the
looking at all the money, right?
40-second mark. There's an
4
Astro
people that
Star
can't buy here.
underneath EG now.
If they do damage, it could be pretty important.
So there's an overfold
The
thrown up, and
5
EG's
it's a
gonna be able to
5v3
least
at
get
its
their
peak.
first here. Icy deals the digits in
There's still
now.
2 people
We're
on
over towards the
site
B
though,
side.
like they should
Paranoia
be...
doesn't hit on the Pancada, and he's got a good position. It almost goes horribly wrong, but 2 years covers him from the low ground.
Can pick up the spike, can't ult.
And it's all on Superman now.
Oh, what a shot.
A way to swoop in and pick up the spike. Beautifully done. 2 years is fell by a 1-tap. There has to be a plant here, though.
He can teleport. He can teleport.
Yeah,
He
but
has an
look at
ultimate.
Cowan's in. He's going over here.
He's already headed over towards
Do we
the A
safe
side.
plant?
They've read a potential TP
Looks like we're
out.
safe.
So at least Loud will have some presence here. He's got the drop on him, but he can't finish the job. Superman down to 42 now, playing around his own smoke, and Cowan's will pull back to double up with Vinny. Close call.
Smoke goes soon.
Salvo comes in, Superman playing around the edges of the smoke. Vinny
Ah,
drops.
it's unlucky. The
And
shot's not there.
Superman
The shot
falls.
back of sight was pretty good.
And Loud get themselves a round back. Crucial timing for
Okay,
that
very
one.
nice.
Oh,
But
I can
it's
feel
a
the
really,
back-to-back
really big
clutch
round for Loud. Breaks the econ
I
of
was
EG,
so
puts them
ready
down
for it,
to
but
a
Vinny's movement there just really
eco.
obscuring the aim from Superman, trying to make the
And this
adjustment
now
he
should be a
couldn't on the
pretty
drop.
close map.
Good effort with the teleport though, and heads up from Loud to have Cowan.
Really nice try from Superman. Dude, I was worried there was going to be a back-to-back 1v3.
And they've broken the economy of EG, relegated to the pistols. A couple sheriffs here. And Loud an opportunity to stabilize. Dujazine picking up that outlaw once again. I think we're going to see a lot more outlaw play this year than we did in the last, especially with the regen shield being
On
in
the
game
eco,
too. There's just so
On the
many more
eco here, you're probably
opportunities
just
to
going to try
find
go get
value
this
from it.
orb, right?
He's
One
still
of
getting
these.
flattened by an outlaw with that,
Looks
right?
like Loud are pretty much on top of this. We've got 2 people holding and ready to
Last round,
spam
Loud
this orb
pushed out
over
mid.
towards A, and then we've got the Astra at
This
least
side,
getting
though.
early info.
It's a huge variation, maybe, because they know it's a bit of an anti-eco.
Yeah. Give me
Instead,
the...
playing back to the
no one
extremities
else
of
needs to do
Blizzard
anything.
Carter tagged up there.
Take that smoke going up. That's a free orb. Let me just circle it. There we go. We got the all out.
Ball's going hunting.
Not
The
sure
post
about
shot
everyone else
missed,
making a
Digizini has to
play.
knock himself off that sideline, and Tour de Force is active for Ye.
And there's Superman just taking a tunnel peek over towards A, finds the kill onto Vinny. Loud wants to
Maybe everyone else can take a jewel if that's what we're going to be doing.
I mean, yeah, I don't know how he's getting away with that. The peek must have been swift as hell, just single tap, gets away.
Give me another round where they discover this
Big
trip over
control
towards
again.
middle.
Tentatively being assumed, but still tripwire in mid.
This
Dude.
is genuinely so dangerous for now,
Look at the HPs. What happened over
Warriors
towards
doing
A ramp?
14, 18,
What actually happened here?
and yeah, just a
Dude,
little
there's
bit
the
more
all
damage than
back aside
necessary, but
though.
finds the
Pancada
kill.
can definitely
Overkill, perhaps, but
Definitely
a kill
win
all
this
the same.
round.
Pancada here tucked into the back of the B side
Holy
now, and
hell,
Digizine
Ye's
falls another one
farming.
to Ye's Tour de Force. Superman with a double play is sorting out here, and
They're gonna lose no one in the full eco.
in a 1 versus 5.
Everyone gets gun upgrades. We're making sure that IC's one away from the all. Let's look at the money over towards here. 1-9 loss bonus on top of this,
Going to
this,
be,
this.
An attempt to do as much damage as possible while the AG retreat, so you don't give them as many
Correct.
guns as you would have. That's really the only option for Cowan.
Another good amount of impact from Ye here. You got to shout out Superman as well. This kill over towards A and the damage on top of it was a lot.
You know, it was some of those early peaks, like 2E's fighting, Digizine fighting, not finding kills, but taking damage, and then feeling the pressure of their low HP, taking more passive positions, and then Ye, ultimate, classic stuff. This really is, we really are going back to
Rolling back the
2022
years,
Ye.
Wyatt.
I mean, we keep mentioning it, but it is just mental to see. This is what people have been waiting for 2
You'll
years.
buy the bundle
Mitch,
if they
2
keep playing
years.
Chamber.
It
It is a bit like that, yeah. Dude, if they played it on every map, I'd buy an EG shirt. That's how much I want it.
An important though, first step here for
I would
EG
never
here.
wear
It's
it,
the
but
beginnings of
I'd have it.
Three-round
Somewhere in the
lead
closet.
now. Thrifty round
At the
obviously set
back.
up. This pick from Superman, just no one else on the line there for Loud.
Go Stormin with the Prime. Thank you for the 5 months. Thank you, thank you.
Digizine just
Next, he's going to start calling Red Bull clutch. You know, he's got all the lines.
could do a job for
Hit
us.
them fast, hit them hard.
All right, here are EG gathered up towards the A side early on. with
The
trifecta
devastating
of
round to
outgoers ready
lose.
to
All of that momentum
swarm these
from the
attackers
round
when the
before
utility
just
is
completely
used.
gone.
Close with the stinger. There should be
It's
still
a
on
nice
contact.
entry,
No.
man.
Just goes down. Nothing actually coming out from Vinny. There wasn't a stun. And Digizine not able to trade, so EG slip away with their advantage.
In their absence, 2 years has crept pretty far up mid here. Again, it's a low buy for Loud. Really
It's such a
these sheriffs are
double-edged
working.
sword for the A though, because as soon as he goes off, damn dude, as soon as he goes off the chamber and doesn't
Like
have a
book,
good
that's
map,
tough.
you know what
And from this
everyone's
point
going to be
forward,
saying.
EG should just be
Like,
able
you know
to
everyone's
win
gonna
this
tell him to
round
go
with
back onto
competent
it.
Trading. That is all it should come down to. No reason to give this away. They're on the precipice of stealing Loud's map pick, by the way. This was Loud's go-to. They came in
Won't
here
happen,
intended
as in he
to
won't
catch
have a
them
bad game
off guard,
on another
running this
agent.
Tejo
Dude,
free
I'd be
explosive
in for the world,
damage comp,
but
and it hasn't worked yet.
EG showing they've got some util of their own. A lot of that expended to clear this B site. Now they've ascertained that it is essentially open.
thoughts on
Ye also
Chambers, are
playing
Ye
the
being Ye or
Odin
is it viable?
Suicide.
It's super viable. It's been viable ever since the new update where you get the bigger radius.
Options very limited for Loud, given their weaponry.
But it helps when you
No
have someone
real
who's a
reason to
beast.
expend this breach ultimate in a round like
But there's
this.
definitely people that have, I mean, Sociable looked really good
Nice
on
to it.
on
Definitely
Pearl the other
expecting
day,
a loose end to be
the
left.
BBL.
It's the back is turned at the wrong moment, and Ye will capitalize his 15th frag for the game. Loud now, out of time and running out of guns.
Tough start so far.
No, Jack. I've been talking
Brazilian
about
team that
Chamber
was always
for
the
a
best
year
in
plus. The
Brazil,
whole of the year when it
year
wasn't
after
played
year
last year,
after
I was talking
year.
about how I wanted to see it still.
And maybe you could argue not in 2024, but now.
Cook
it's
Seth,
really
please. Thank you so much for
up
the
in
tier
air,
1.
man. They've got a lot
We
to
know.
prove.
Yeah. Just for the people that
Teams are
aren't
going to
knowing.
look ship
For
shape
the
after
2%.
Sadhak and
don't
Les
know.
depart them.
Yeah, I mean,
It's a big project
Seth,
here to
Cook, Seth,
rebuild
thank you
this
so much.
roster.
Appreciate the
That
tier 1.
is
Thank you,
the
thank
big
you.
question and the massive gap that needs to be filled in this team. And you know, you have
Okay, now
Vinny,
we get a
Pancata,
big Byron
DG,
coming in, and we got
teammates from
timeout
long
before
ago,
this
back
round.
in 2021. They've
And we have a
reunited to try
Razor
bring
and
some of that old
Seekers.
chemistry,
Oh, we're
inject
sending it.
into a Loud team that desperately
We're
needed
sending this,
chemistry.
but honestly,
Last year was
it's
just
gonna
so
you're
haphazard.
gonna see a big battle of the Razor tip most likely.
Maybe a couple of
Zakurio, thank you so much for the 5 months, man.
Reactions
Appreciate the
already
prime
happening on the
usage.
Loud
Thank you
side.
for
We'd
that.
like what we saw from them on that aggressive thrust.
You're gonna get all the
that
flowers on
first half,
Platchat
but
this year,
now,
Chamber and
defensively,
Outlaw especially. Nah,
They're
they
getting
won't
pulled
give me
around the map a
anything,
lot,
man.
despite them
Slideshow will
taking
forget he
control
ever
of,
said
like,
anything.
you know, the A side of
That's
the
the
map, getting
issue.
deep with that utility moving up mid. There always
Speaking of
seems to be a
Sideshow,
case of EG
at least he's streaming today or not?
unpicking the canvassing attempts of Loud
He,
across the map.
is he streaming?
and
Is
hitting
he
that weak
casting?
side in the end.
There are far too many moments for this Loud team that
He's
we're
streaming?
seeing now and in the off season when they played some matches too, where individuals are just being caught alone. And you're seeing that being exploited by EG, specifically on the round where they win that eco, for instance, with Ye just one by one picks them apart with his ultimate. You have Superman
Judge
taking
Armada
out
with the tier 1.
1v1
Thank
with
you,
a
thank you,
Sheriff,
the 11
wins
months.
it against Vinny. There are too many moments like that occurring for Loud in this game. that
Dude, that's not good.
also,
Go
unfortunately,
spend
have
time with your
occurred on
parents.
Big ego swing rounds.
Don't be saying that.
That's just kept EG in the driver's seat.
Probably the most important round here of our opener map for kickoff in 2025. Folks, Loud have the opportunity to buy up, and Digizine's gone for the operator here.
And in addition to that, they have 3 ultimates to play with, the Showstopper and that Rolling Thunder from Vinny going to be the most crucial.
Money extremely low of
quite hot in the offseason, starting slowly
Loud on
now
this
with
one.
VCT.
This is the
Just
all
gonna
in.
have that for the Loud side. If he can pick it up at the tail end of this game.
A lot of Cypher util here to take control of this A side. Pings on A itself, but there was, of course, a tripwire setup. None in mid on a round like this. Instead, Loud are trying to play the crossfire.
I like this little drone.
Ropes and
He's
mail
cute.
room, respectively.
He's fast,
EG
bro.
not taking any undue risks early. Ye reveals himself here, happy enough with that result, as he's keeping 3 Loud players' attention on this side of the map.
They have really rotated
Okay, bit of mid pressure
towards Ye, but
into instant
actually
group
ended
over
up being
towards
the rest
A.
of the EG
The
squad.
double with the
But playing
bait
up
here.
the
Who's
space,
baiting
taking
who?
for them. 2 tucked into the
Okay,
corner,
the
2 in front, take
Cypher
contact.
baits.
Kalenjin
Sure.
just going to stay tucked, stay hidden.
Do they read 2 players here? EG, this is going to be awkward. It's a 1-for-1. Kalenjin now could be caught. The Showstopper finds its mark, and Icy's got his way into heaven. Vinny shuts him down now, and EG very
Shout out
quickly
to Icy for checking it.
reassembling themselves,
Nice movement.
taking A via main, and getting Superman up.
They had the
into heaven
TP
with
though,
TP.
right? Oh god,
This
he's
Tapper,
going
yeah,
for
that
it.
Rolling Thunder should be coming out, and the Showstopper in tandem.
Superman might have a timing here for
Yeah,
the backside,
Superman
but he's
might
gotta be
own this
quicker about
round.
it. Digizine here with a Showstopper. Superman gets his, but Ye falls. It's up
You
to
got
nature
no
now.
way of getting the spike. 15
Active caller
seconds.
for EG's had a
You got to
great
be
map so
running
far, but
right
time
now.
is not on his side, and in a 1 versus 2, this round is all but lost. Tough to find on both those angles at
Hear the
once.
potential.
Loud
Hear the
really
potential.
extracting the most value possible from the
EG, if
ultimates.
you're
They
looking
played
for
that
some
perfectly.
positives, they
Ready
took
to
3
use the
downs. There's still a couple of
the
people that are
Showstopper and that
low
Rolling Thunder off the spike
money.
tap was necessary to
And
get the round
because
win.
they won a
Played
round,
to
the
win
1-9
path.
on top of
Well
it
done
pretty
from
much
them, hanging in
would
the
secure
game
the round,
just by
or the
a
game, you
thread.
would
The
say.
economy is still not in the ideal spot for them. They can't
Yeah.
afford to give up the round.
One
here
away from
at
an
all.
ult, maybe you could push somewhere.
Keep that
B.
operator though for Digizine. That would have been a burning a hole in the hip pocket had that had to be replaced.
This is going to be interesting. We get the Viper Wall to create pressure over towards B, but then it normally means you've got nothing to block this vision. But we also get the chamber TP, so they kind of just give him freedom to peek all of these angles, and you can go all the way over towards heaven and TP out as well. So
Just watching to see if
we'll see how
anyone tries
aggro
to
Ye
press
wants to
through
get on
the
this.
Nebula that's been placed, but it's not going to happen. You have Ye with the attacking operator working towards A, just trying to draw out a peak. That's something that EG have
Would it be
found
easy to
success
counter the
with,
chamber?
waiting for Loud to
Definitely
come at
one of those
them.
agents that
makes
if
sense
you
to
have
try
a
and
demo
play
on
to the
becomes a lot
operator
easier,
is
yeah.
A way to nullify that, exploit the Loud team.
Kalenjin spotted as now that Nebula in mid is going to be refreshed, further delaying EG's foray up the middle of the map.
Okay,
They're
checking
still
into
picking
the
them
A
out,
at the
but
moment. We're getting a
somewhat
duel
business, and
almost.
Kalenjin might have found a time to get forward here. Okay, Trailblazer I don't think spots it out, and they're going to back off behind this salvo here. Superman is in mailroom, Loud falling back to B-side proper. They might look to aggress in Nature's direction now.
No flash for
I want
this.
to take the fight too. Can Nature at least get one here? Yes, he does. A lot of
4
damage too.
HP.
And now I think we just pull off B if you're Evil Geniuses. Start to work on that A side.
Yeah,
Ye's already
and
set
Ye
up
spotted the
there.
angle
Seekers
over
went
towards
out with
Heaven.
A lot of information for Derek.
There is so much pressure on Tui's. Got to kill at least one.
This has to be better than decent.
Got the ping though up towards Heaven's side here. Awkward for
Okay.
Superman. Tries to take the swing.
Sure.
It's gonna be icy.
Vinny
Trying
got
to
one
back.
through
Player
the
disadvantage
smoke
for
on the
EG
trip
now.
as
No
well.
spike plant
That'll
yet.
do.
Loud have the chance to pull back now and play to the outsides of this site. Derek has the spike. He can't persist with that push up. Here's the plant. 2 EG players entrenched.
Always got to
This is
tank
a
it.
little bit awkward. The aftershot's going to force him away and take him out. It's Icy with 84 points of health.
Could be a
Digizine
nade.
has the operator,
Could
but
be a nade
Pancada
and a
is
half.
low. Heavily tagged up by Nature. From that B side in. Counter.
Ooh, good shot.
That's the op. Chiming in, and Loud get themselves another hard-fought round.
I can't be mad at Icy for trying to find a timing there to get the kill. Loud are hanging in there. EG's economy, though, has been so strong that they're going to be able to buy up again, especially with another plant coming through. Pancada's going to retain his ultimate for future use.
Loud's
Well
here.
done.
Yeah, so you know this push that they did over towards B?
Looks at
Did they have the drone,
Economy
or was it
Loud
used
was
over
a little
towards
bit
middle
shaky, but
again?
Digizine kept that operator 2
You would
rounds.
feel
in a
like
row.
the
That
drone
was
to
when
push
Pancada
that
went
would
down
be
to 4, and this
really
arc
nice.
shot was perfect, did he?
I didn't see it on the minimap, so I kind of thought that when he pushed her, he had the drone still.
Finding that moment to retake B main.
But maybe they don't want to give the sound cue away.
Area of the map, which just shuts down any hope of EG splitting into B. They know they're going to push them towards A. They stack there. Good mid-rounding from Loud.
This is how it ends.
This time it's going to be an Armageddon here, maybe just to take this space. Towards that A extremity. Tuyes wants to follow it up with his presence, and instead it's a Cyber Cage left in his wake. Ye doesn't have the chance to take the kill.
They
Isn't
tried
this
to come
the
with
best
Armageddon
all
with
ever
the
to
breach
retake
fault
B
line
and
just to get
A?
an early pick.
Why would you
Almost
insta-pop it
worked,
at the
but
beginning of the round?
EG able to get out of the way, and they want to get into B quickly now. The site is vacant. They'll have it for free.
Yeah, Superman Omen TPing into the back of the site. This is now writing with EG players. But did you see in catches, Ye? They're always expecting the late player from Sewer.
Absolutely.
Gotta be really
so
nice if
ready
you
for
had that ult
one-time
for this
nade
one, that's for
onto
sure.
the Spike planter, going to get some damage through.
What is this,
Is
man?
solo.
Looks
Oh
like a
my God, at
dodo or
least
something.
Zarek has
Put the eye
the
here.
heal for him, but now you have
Little bird.
Carter with that ultimate.
Nice
Now
shot.
ready. Superman wanted to late re-wrap pressure
For
elsewhere.
Zero, thank you for the
Necessary to
prime.
win in a
Appreciate that.
situation
Thank
like
you.
this. And you can see EG, they still want to fight forward. They're getting into spawn.
Loud now can apply this retake pressure from 2 axes. Oh, it's going to get pretty uncomfortable. Derek's
Famous
down.
dodo.
Spin's still active, but Nature has no armor to work with. He'll play from inside of it now, as you can see slowly. Vinny wants to inch his way in. Icy's
Oh
got a
God,
rough
no one
angle here,
checked
and in
him.
he goes. Digizine brings the Viper
So
down.
low.
And
Ooh,
Icy
there was some low
can't get any
HPs
more.
there.
Another one comes up here for Loud, and they're going to make this one close.
Playing to retakes with this comp is just going to be so
We have a
good.
game? Oh,
All
we
of
have a
those
game because we've got
spots
2
on
people
split,
here
you
that are
get
sitting
really
at 3,
crammed in, like
4,
trying to
wait,
play,
not
back
even.
B where
3,
Nature
3-2 and
was, you know,
3-3.
retreated to after that nade came in.
Like
All
they
the
might have to
spots like
eco
that,
one or at
playing
least
around
light
the
armor
pillar,
guardian.
You're just going to get a nuke dropped on your head when you're playing against this comp. But also, in addition to that, or even more so in that scenario, it was the awareness from the Loud players here. Cow and Zine, patient, waiting for someone on EG to push out at him, despite them having the spike down, because he's aware that they need to go for some kind of proactive rewrap flank
they're feeling
play,
it.
excuse me. And similarly to Digizine earlier in the round, catching Ye on that rotate.
Hey,
from
it's
A.
just a low by...
They're really dialed in now.
Bit of a
Maybe Superman's
sucky
committed
for
a
EG,
little bit, but
okay.
he's going to have light armor.
Yeah, and Superman, not a lot of
Okay,
credits to
we
work
spot 2 early over towards A. You could definitely try and
with.
force through
Strange
middle.
On the A side. Ye's always been trying to tempt a bit of action there.
I wonder what the goal is going to be here with Superman with this judge. I mean, you're going to want to teleport
Ooh,
forward
I like
into
this,
a smoke, more than likely.
Smoke here, TP into the corner, a bit of a risk.
He's done that, but it's a
But I
deep
like it.
tripwire this time for Loud. 2 years doesn't have it in minutes. Over towards mailroom. That's cleared now.
Found the camera over
Superman obviously
towards
no more
here as
TPs
well,
left
so
to
know
go
that
from smoke
for
to
sure
smoke.
the Cypher started over towards B with the trip and the camera.
Loud team playing very
Is there a
decent
breach
right
done
now.
to
The
save the
right
day?
reaction come to them. The tripwire is set off. Nature
Yeah,
goes
breach done
down.
over
The
towards
rest of the
Heaven,
EG, they can't really
stopped
get
him
the
a little
space there.
bit.
Nature knew he had to
And he might be
apply
able to flash
aggression
off the
on that
contact,
timing,
send
but he
it
didn't
in.
clear the util prior. So now EG have only one angle to come from. They have to drop here from Heaven and take some raw fights, and they're going horribly for them. Superman with nothing but that. Yeah, okay, well this will probably work. After that, though, was the issue. Gets
Ooh.
himself a weapon now in this 1v3. Around EG, force into. Not ready yet. What are your options? You got to get that spike first, and that's sat out on rafters, and you're exposed to the Cypher can. 2 years Lights up Superman.
It's looking kind of convincing from Loud, to be honest. Yeah, they've been looking nice these rounds.
Better than they have for the entire rest of the game in these last several rounds. They are covering every angle.
It's just okay to give them mid space.
That tripwire going off, getting that easy kill onto Nature. They've, in most of these situations, only been dealing.
So would you call the timeouts here if you've been given mid space for free, trying more vents, get the chamber set up over towards A heaven?
The pillar swing. It is perfect team play. I mean, Digizine is getting primal at this point of the screen. He's got 20 kills. He's top fragging the server. This team is, all of a sudden, they have
I think I would like to see
Loud's
punishment.
Is there a good plan here for
put the trip here, but have something to do off the trip getting broken.
Like a lot of these pushes, I mean, look at Nature pushing into a tripwire there off a timing.
Or the counter spot from Heaven. Sorry, the counter spot from Vents.
But they couldn't link the two sides of that push
They're only smoking. They're only smoking male.
They needed to put their foot heavy
do the
on the
one-way
gas pedal
camming
and get into the site. But
in Vents and do a trap play if they wanted.
Much time of a window for Loud to position their players there properly.
I feel like EG right here are going to focus on A heaven and mid. Ooh, straight to A hitting.
EG brought up last round so they can at least get some rifles in this one. I see a sussy little guardian there for Superman, but we'll let it slide.
They got to be careful because of Astro, but
just
okay.
around the corner here for EG, and they're still dealing with an operator from Digizine. He has held onto that.
A site is looking light.
Yeah, they've picked the right side. If they just straight up side exec over towards A, Loud look like they're going for something similar to what I was saying. Some come punish over towards middle.
Viper Wally moved over to the A side. In theory, lets you get up towards ramp undetected. Yay still playing within the confines of that rendezvous. And some legs being shown here.
Okay, EG are doing what I thought they were going to do. A heaven and then mid, but this time we're taking A heaven first and then we're going mid.
On the angle and does win that duel. What a fight to win.
11 HP with the kill gets his op as well if he wants to in terms of the ult.
11 round to win a fight like that early is huge now. Rope's going to be cleared. Guiding light comes in.
We're in trouble surely. Yeah, Pancada, I'm just looking at him. He's getting pinched by two people from Vents and Icy that stayed over towards heaven. Ult goes in, doesn't even get traded as well. Lovely run from EG, good timeout. Whoa, 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 no.
And now Digizine, that operator, he held on to so desperately. Still clutching it. But it's the round he should be concerned about clutching here. It's 1 versus 4.
Well, some of Loud's worst impulses really getting the best of him there. There was a duel take in that early one from Cowanzine where Tui's wasn't on an angle to actually help him.
I mean, we kind of predicted both timeouts here, to be honest. EG, heavy priority on A heaven and then middle, and then Loud wanted to do some punish over towards middle, but as soon as A heaven was taken, it meant that their rotate had to go over towards A, and then it messed up their mid crunch, or like their mid trap, and then they got isolated into the pinch. It was very nice from EG.
Question marks about how he'd function as the duelist on this Loud team.
He's looking improved. He's got more than enough cash to get a little silly right now.
That original pick is very, very important. Money's still good for Loud, so they can afford everything, even an op if they want to, even a couple of ops if they really want to, if they're kind of crazy. But one chance for EG to close this out in regulation. Shippy, thank you so much for the prime, dude. Thank you for the 9 months.
They're being able to buy up to full strength here, so EG need to run, a round like that back again. They had 4 players coming out of it though, so economically speaking, that's pretty clean for them.
Both sides have a full buy here. The only thing lacking, I guess, Sui's has a light armor, but realistically,
Derek got kill. Derek got the last kill and got his ult with it.
The first shot of this game could.
Oh, we're going aggro. We set up the op on this one. That discovers only 1.
Yeah, he rips a shot over towards A main with no catch.
Yeah, so Loud not wanting them to set up the chamber over towards A heaven again, insta shut down 3 people to make sure that they can't do this. Reaction to that from EG, insta pivot over towards middle as they realize they're trying to fight this heavy. Take the space for free.
He's trying to pick up heaven for the Loud defense. Has the stun ready now though for them spilling into that as Cowanzine is now the one ready to fight. So decent setup from Loud, pivoting into this prepped A defense.
The Seekers come out here for Derek though. How enlightening are those going to be? Nice little paranoia catch here. Digizine had a shot there, but now the guiding light's going to make it a little bit awkward. He finds the pick. Showstopper now drawn out. Plays over.
Oh, predicted the fall down. Damn, dude. Nice round. That was sick to watch. These are a really good map. Really, really. 24 to... Well, I didn't see how many deaths. 24 to something. 14, 11 maybe?
Apparently for very little value. Has to cut a bloody swath through all of Loud to end the map here.
Has to do it through the Nebula now as well.
Right, it can't be 14, must be 11.
Damage.
Okay,
right.
we're doing it.
And Digizine gets his 4, drops what?
Really, really nice round from him, man.
Something like that for the match.
Sick round from Digizine.
He used to always play that. You remember he used to play Chamber on this map?
No
He would always play that.
Back into another season of VCT and a big old overtime in our very first map.
That was like 2 years ago, right?
The old world champion teams, yada yada yada. They did the whole thing.
Return of Gay playing Chamber. Icy looking unleashed. Damn, they wrote better headlines than we had coming in this game. Unreal respect.
It is really fun to see Icy playing the way he has. He is top of the board right now.
Yay, in overtime on the Chamber gets the AWP. We've got the trip over towards here and he faces over towards middle again. He's been doing this to get to this position. Last time they had a little bait set up. 24 to 14, holy.
Might be a faster hit here for Loud, back on the attack side. Now going to see that.
Never liked Chamber on this map. Nah, I think it's one of the worst Chamber maps out of all of them. It's still not bad, but...
Bomb Buddy was short-lived there.
It's not where I would force it the most.
Nature was more than a
Like, there's more maps I would force it on before this.
Loud could not deal with him. His play there is phenomenal. He is a one-man brick wall.
And he is playing outside of the fault line there, is able to throw a...
Why? I think the issue is that the Cypher just gives you so much. Like, you have to run it with the comp that EG has, basically.
No, okay, just a little jiggle. Sees one. Has to move out, though, from these mollies. Playing tentatively from the extremities, but
Cowan's in, popped both of the guys. Evan and below.
Cowan's in? Okay, no problem.
Dude, he hit some nice shots, though. I do not blame him for sending it.
So much to do. Oh, no.
Into the Armageddon.
What a sick round. Nice stun on top of this as well. Hopefully we get his POV. I think it was really nice shots. Kill top left heaven, then kill bottom of hell.
That was really simple, but effective from Loud. All of that utility
Unless they were
coming
both
in
heaven.
from your initiators, just pivoting Nature back and forth. Never had an opportunity to fight.
No
the other
replay,
EG players.
Prius.
They wanted to help. They were trying to flood in for him. But Cowanzine and the rest of Loud were posted up on
we'll
the
use our
angles,
imagination for that one.
kills with ease. Got another glass cannon off, by the way.
Yep.
Digizine.
Okay. Honestly, I'm here for it. He's been cracking.
It's the AWP up, and they wanna set him up over towards here as well. Lovely. This time we peeked before the drone or everything, and then we have the stun damage when you're trying to get out of there. That's so sick.
That's disastrous.
Wait, that's awesome.
Cowanzine has just decided to take over the game at the final hour before the clock strikes midnight, and we head over to Pearl, which is EG's map pick. I don't want to count them out just yet, though. The Loud have shown a tendency to overplay their hand at points, throw players away. We'll see if they do that in this round. Maybe EG can find an opening.
Astra? I don't think there was anything Astra involved in this.
But as of right now,
It looked like it was literally just breach stun into that. You could make it better with an Astra stun, I agree. It's a lot of util.
Oh, there's a little special delivery follow-up.
Cowan's in overtime took over.
After the fact. 2 years. Audacious swing.
Fully took over. Digizine got them there, and Cowanzine secured it.
History. They bounced back beautifully here in 2025.
Okay, well, the chamber hype died down a little bit.
Of their choice split.
Still, this was a fun map, though. Really, really fun map.
We remember when he was the best he was on.